Well, we did it. We have hit 1,000 subscribers, so we're doing another giveaway to say thank you to all you guys that have helped us get to this point. We're going to be giving away the new Blood Angels Army set box. If you guys have already heard this, feel free to skip ahead, but if you haven't and you want to be entered into this giveaway, then here's how to do it. You will have to leave a comment on any video that we release between September 17th, 2024 at 12 p.m. Eastern Time and September 24th, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. The other way that you can enter is by subscribing to the channel between that same time frame. You can only enter once, and the entire giveaway from top to bottom is sponsored by me and me alone, has no affiliation with YouTube or any of its subsidiaries, and the winner will be selected at 12 a.m. on September 25th. There will be a giveaway announcement video posted within 1 week of the giveaway, which will include instructions for the winner on how to claim their prize and verify their authenticity, and the deadline to do so, and the information collected about the winner, which will just be their YouTube username that is publicly visible. It will only be used as a means of contact so that we can get you your prize. So thanks again so much, guys and gals, and good luck in the giveaway.
Welcome back to Theory Hammer, everyone. We're going to be taking a look at the Blood Angels Codex today. We got the special version of it too, and this is going to be a very special episode, very special Codex review. Haven't had a chance to look at this yet. I've seen some reviews of it, but I myself have not had a chance to look at this, and I don't remember basically anything that I heard. I know it's a little bit late because this has come out already. Technically, it came out like I think this weekend, but I am not sponsored, so I don't get these early or anything cool like that. So we're going to be doing it today. If you guys want to help support the channel so that we can become sponsored, maybe one day when we get big and strong, thunderhammer the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, check out our other videos, and all of that YouTube stuff. Hit Nurgle's bell icon, that's the one I forgot. So, Blood Angels. We're going to get into the Blood Angels right now. It's going to be awesome. So, let's waste no time and see what we got, because I've heard it's pretty good. And from what I remember, there's a couple detachments in here that are spicy. So, let's get right into it, shall we? We got the special edition Blood Angels Codex here. Never opened it until right now. So, we start off with some cards, probably. Looks like some cards. Ow, my fingernails. Ow, my fingernails. Come on, we can do this. If you guys like the camera being on, let me know. I did these before when I first started doing my channel, and I did some Codex reviews. I had some that had my camera on, some that didn't. So let me know what you guys think. I like the camera being on myself. I think it adds more depth to the video. You can see my reactions to stuff and all that stuff. So if you don't like it, let me know. If you do like it, let me know. Let me know. So we get here some kind of... Oh, it's because... So they got this out of the box. See, my local gaming store set this aside for me. That would be Palladium Games in Pennsylvania. If you guys are around the area, check them out. It's probably one of the better stores around there. They saved this for me, and they must have pulled it out of a box, and I can't get my damn Codex out. There it is. There's the Codex. So, and I might get up once or twice during the video just to check the other camera, just to make sure everything's hunky-dory. So, Blood Angels Codex. This looks nice. I can't wait to sell this when I'm done making this review. Just kidding, I'm going to keep it. But at some point I'll probably sell it. I actually have like 5 Blood Angels Codexes from back in the day. Like the 5th edition Blood Angels Codex. I have like 5 of them for some reason. I found them like recently. Alright, let's get into this Blood Angels Codex and see what the fuck we're working with here. Because this shit is pretty cool. I'm going to get there at some point. Where is it? Combat Patrol. We don't want that. I'm only going to be going over the book itself. We're not going to be going over the like Crusade stuff or any of that other stuff. We made it. I feel like we skipped things. No, we're in Combat Patrol. We didn't make it. There we go. We finally made it. We made it. To the forces of the Blood Angels. Alright. Let me get myself a little closer here. There we go. See my big ass head. Alright, let's go over the army rules. We got the Oath of Moment. It's the same thing that Space Marines get. So, if Adeptus Astartes unit from if an Adeptus Astartes unit has a second faction keyword and It's like on its datasheet. That faction keyword is the name of that unit's chapter. For example, Lamardes has Adeptus Astartes and Blood Angels, and therefore as a Blood Angels guy, you can't include units from other chapters in your army. We've seen this in every single one of these, so like, if you're playing as Dark Angels, you can't have Ultramarines. If you're playing as Ultramarines, you can't have Dark Angel stuff, so on and so forth, and yeah, so, that's the same. Then they also have, that's it, actually, yeah, so Oath of the Moment, and then the way that your chapter works. Pretty straightforward stuff there. There is a designer's note here. Cool, no one cares. Cool, alright, moving on to the first attachment. And the first attachment that we have today is the Liberator Assault Group. They have the Red Thirst. I'm pretty sure this is the same thing from the Index. So each time an Adeptus Astartes unit from your army is selected to fight at the unit mid-charge move, till the end of the phase, add 1 to the attacks and 2 to the strength characteristic of the melee weapons. Yeah. Pretty fucking good. So you charge in, all your power swords and stuff become strength 7. All of your chain swords become strength 6. You get +1 attack on everything. So, yeah. This is probably still going to be good. Let's take a look at what their enhancements are. It's very simple as well. +1 attack, +2 strength. I like the simplicity of that. Speed of the Primarch. Cool. It's Adeptus Astartes only. Once per battle, at the start of the fight phase, the bearer can use this enhancement. If it does, until the end of the phase, model and the bearer's unit have the fight's first ability. Great. We're not going to go over the points of this stuff because it's completely... It doesn't matter. So, we're just going to go over the actual rules themselves. When there's an actual points update, I'll probably cover that in a little quick video or something like that. So, yeah, once per game, get fights first. It's just in the fight phase. It doesn't have to be if you charge. So if somebody charges you, you can just be like, okay, well, I fights first. So that's kind of gotcha-y, but you're going to tell your opponent that you have it, and so hopefully they remember that. Or just throws off their plans entirely if you remind them of it, and they're like, shit, can't do the thing I needed to do. So that's pretty good, actually. Unless it's a lot of points, like 30 points, then it's probably only sometimes worth taking. But having fights first is just so good. And usually, you really only need it like once or twice a game, so having it at all is great. Rage Fueled Warrior. Once per battle, at the start of the fight phase, the bearer can use this enhancement. If it does, until the end of the phase, the bearer's melee weapons have the Sustained Hits 3 ability. I remember reading about this, or hearing about this one. So, Sustained Hits 3 on your captains, that's pretty ridiculous, because they're going to be getting extra attacks, and they have like Thunder Hammers, potentially, so... Yeah, it's going to be a pretty good one. Probably like 20-25 points if I were to guess. It is only once per battle, so maybe actually not, maybe like 15. And again, we're not going over the points because they're going to change. If they haven't already by the time this video goes up, they will. You bet your bottom dollar there. Alright, so Icon of the Angel. Adeptus Astartes only. Each time an enemy unit, excluding monsters and vehicles, within engagement range of the bearer's unit is selected to fall back, models in the enemy unit must take a desperate escape test as if their unit was battle-shocked. When doing so, if that enemy unit is also battle-shocked by any other means, subtract 1 from each of those desperate escape tests. So, I think it like never happens to me. Desperate escape normally is 1s and 2s. I'm pretty sure 1s and 2s. If you fall back, or if you're battle-shocked, you subtract 1 from it. So, would this subtract 2 from it? Because it says as if they're battle-shocked, so that would already be -1. Pretty sure that's how that works. So, you make them battle-shocked either, or you make them desperate escape either way at battle-shocking. So basically 1s, 2s, and 3s, the dudes are going to die. So that's pretty good. If you can get into combat with something that does not want to be in combat, and they try to fall back, half their unit dies. That's pretty cool. Oh, you know why? It's not -1. That's what I always fuck up. When you're battle-shocked, you're not -1 to your test. Everybody in the unit takes 1. Because normally, when you have to take a desperate escape, it's only guys that are tri-pointed or guys that are like surrounded by enemy models. Only they take the desperate escape tests. If the unit is battle-shocked, everyone in the unit takes 1. So, yeah. Cool. We figured it out. We got there. We then have the Gift of Foresight. Adeptus Astartes model only. Once per battle round, just after making a hit roll, wound roll, or saving throw for the bearer, you can treat the result as an unmodified 6 instead. So it's once per battle round, so your turn and my turn. I can only use it once. Reroll. You can change hit, wound, or damage to or hit, wound, or saving throw to 6. So it's basically the same thing that salamanders have, except it's for the bearer only. and not for the unit that he's with. So, that's a little bit funky. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. But probably the least. That's probably the worst one, if I were to guess there. So we got the stratagems here. Angelic Grace. I'm not going to go over the type of stratagem anymore because they sort of kind of fixed it. So you can just pick things that are free now. It doesn't have to be battle tactics. They're just, you just subtract one from the cost instead of making them free. So the first we got is Angelic Grace. You target a unit from your army that has a mortal wound allocated to it. It gets a 5 Feel No Pain against mortal wounds for the end of the phase. You have Armor of Contempt. We all know it. We all love it. Savage Echoes. This is in your opponent's charge phase. You target an Adeptus Astartes unit that was the target of the enemy charge, that was just charged. So select either strength or attacks characteristic of melee weapons equipped by models in your unit until the end of the turn. Add one to the selected characteristic. You can instead choose for your unit to give in to the Red Thirst. If it does, it becomes battle shocked. Until the end of the turn, add one to the strength and attack. So you get one or the other, and then if you're battle shocking yourself, you're getting both. Armor of Contempt does not have that clause, and neither does this. So if you battle shock yourself, you can get +1 strength and +1 attack. When combined with this, that is going to be +2 attacks and +3 strength. So makes your chainsword strength 7, dude. Like, what? Okay. So that, and with like 6 attacks apiece or something outrageous. Maybe even more than that, depending on the unit. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. But battle shocking yourself is an interesting thing. Yeah. It's really fucking weird, to be honest. Because as soon as you battle shock the unit, you're not going to be able to use any other stratagems on it. So, what the fuck is happening right now? Red Rampage. This is in your fight phase. You target an Adeptus Astartes unit from your army that has not been selected to fight. You gain either lance or lethal hits. If you choose to give into the Red Thirst, you become battle shocked, but the effects of this stratagem still apply. Well, that was kind of implied. And until the end of the phase, melee weapons gain both lethal hits and lance. So +1 to wound with a bunch of extra attacks. Lethal hits is nice to have as well. Trying to think if you really need both of those things. If it was like sustained hits and lance, that's pretty good actually. But lethal hits and lance, you're +1 to wound because you have lance. So the fact that you're getting lethals on top of that, it's like the damage boost that it gives you is insignificant. So I feel like you're probably going to either be doing one or the other and not battle shocking yourself most of the time. And I feel like that's probably the same thing here. I could actually see either one of these being good. Because if you're getting +3 to your strength characteristic total from this, or if you're just getting +2 attack and +2 strength, that just sounds better. +2 attack and +2 strength on a unit without battle shocking yourself. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to some good units too. So, Aggressive Onslaught. This is in your opponent's movement phase, just after an Adeptus Astartes. Sorry, not in your opponent's. Your movement phase. Fucking Christ. It's in your movement phase. After an Astartes unit advances. You target that unit until the end of the phase. It's eligible to either shoot or declare a charge, even though it advanced. Okay. It can instead choose to do the Red Thirst. If it does, become battle shocked. It still happens on this unit, but until the end of the turn, your unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge, even though it advanced. Okay. Yeah. Great. So advance and shoot and charge. And it's both. It's shoot or declare charge. Yeah, that's great. So I'm not sure at the moment, off the top of my head, what this is going to be great on, but it can make things great, and that's cool. So make things move a lot faster. Yeah, that's great. Being able to charge even though you advance and shot. Yeah, that's great. Then we have a Relentless Assault. It is in your movement phase. Just after an Adeptus Astartes unit from your army falls back, you target that unit. Until the end of the turn, your unit is eligible to either shoot or declare a charge, even though it fell back. You can instead choose to do the Red Thirst. If it does, become battle shocked. Until the end of the turn, your unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge, even though it fell back. Okay. Great. Fall back, shoot, charge. Yeah. There's just a lot of good stuff here. Your detachment rule is actually useful. You know what I mean? So yeah, the +1 attack, +2 strength, really nice to have. You've got some pretty good enhancements. You're always going to have access to Armor of Contempt. Being able to advance and shoot, very nice. Being able to advance and charge, very nice. Or I guess you get it on the same one here. But being able to fall back, shoot, and charge, also really, really nice. Getting extra strength and attacks, and potentially being able to get lance. I feel like these 5 stratagems are actually very useful. This one's not. It's fine. 5 up, feel no pain against mortal wounds. I'll take it. It's better than like a battle shock use stratagem, so sure, I'll take it. But generally speaking, these ones are going to be your best ones. This one for sure. I can see this being used a lot. The +1 attacks can go a long way. The lance for sure will go a long way. And then obviously being able to advance and charge, that's just great. You have jetpacks and stuff, so advance and charge is, baby, that's what you're going to do. Alright, well that's going to be our Liberator Assault group. I like it. I like what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing some good stuff. So let's move on to the next one. I'm actually going to make a real quick adjustment to my setup here, real fast. This might change. I'm going to move my microphone over. So hopefully you guys can hear that. If not, then this is going to have to get re-recorded. So, next we have the Lost Brethren. A noble death in combat is their detachment rule. Each time a Death Company model from your army makes a melee attack, reroll a wound roll of 1 if that model's unit is below its starting strength. Okay. If that model's unit is below half strength, you can reroll the wound roll instead. So the idea here is that the more damage they become, the scarier they are. The better they fight and all that sort of thing. If you select this detachment, Death Company Marines and Death Company Marines with bolt rifles from your army have the battle line keyword, which becomes useful in Pariah Nexus. So that's pretty cool. Reroll a wound roll of 1 if I'm below starting. If I'm below half, reroll the wound roll instead. I'm not thrilled about that. Yeah. Not thrilled about that. Let's take a look at their enhancements, see if there's anything good here. Sanguinius's Grace. Death Company model only. Once per battle, at the end of the fight phase, if the bearer is within engagement range of 3 or more enemy models, the bearer can fight 1 additional time. That's pretty good, right? So if you take this on a... You can't. Death Company model only. Okay. I feel like that's good, being able to fight an additional time, right? I feel like that's pretty good. Blood Shard. It says Death Company model only. These are all Death Company? Yeah, so they're all Death Company only. The first time the bear is destroyed, 2 up, set him back up on the battlefield, closest where he was with 3 wounds remaining. It's probably going to be overcosted, but this is probably not bad. I feel like that's probably not bad, depending on some of these other things here. Slay the War Master. To slay the War Master, once per battle, at the start of the fight phase, if the bearer is within engagement range of 1 or more enemy character units, select one of those character units and roll 6d6. For each 4+, they suffer 1 mortal wound. 5, 10 points max, or garbage. Vengeful Onslaught. Death Company model only if the bearer is destroyed until the end of the turn. Each time a friendly Death Company model makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll. Wait, what? If the bearer is destroyed until the end of your next turn, each time a friendly Death Company model makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll. That seems pretty good. What? Just put that on a smash cap. You can't. Motherfucker. So, yeah, you can't put this on a Death Company Smash Captain because, or on just a Smash Captain because I don't think he has a Death Company keyword. So, maybe one of these can give him a keyword? That'd be pretty cool. I would enjoy that. So, +1 of the hit roll. That's very good. You can suicide a character out there. Death Company model only. What the fuck is a Death Company model only? Like, there's not Death Company, like, characters. We're gonna have to see, because I have no idea what a Death Company model is that's a character that isn't a special character. I guess chaplains will have the Death Company keyword. We'll have to get there. Alright. Glorious Sacrifice, 1 CP, any phase. 1 Death Company unit from your army that was just destroyed while it was within the range of an objective marker you controlled. Remains under your control until your opponent controls it at the start of any turn, not phase, turn. Armor of Contempt. Okay, so that's pretty good. So if you get shot off of an objective, you can just sticky it. Not bad. 1 CP, not bad. Armor Contempt, we know that does. Final Retribution. This is the fight phase just after an enemy selects its targets. You target 1 Death Company unit from your army that was the target of the attacks until the end of the phase. Each time a model unit is destroyed, if that model has not fought. Roll d6, adding 1 if there's a chaplain within 12. On a 4+, do not remove it from play. It gets to fight. So basically, you fight on death on a 3-up because chaplains are usually going to be nearby. If not all over the place, because they're probably leading. You're probably going to have 2 chaplains or more if you're playing this detachment because it's all Death Company based. Furious Onslaught, 1 CP. Fight phase, any. 1 Death Company unit from your army just before that unit piles in. Until the end of the phase, each time your model unit makes pile in, it can move up to D3+3 instead of 3. If your unit is within 12 inches of a chaplain, it can just... Or it's below starting strength. It can move 6 inches instead. In either case, it can only do so provided your unit ends at pile and moving coherency and within engagement range of one of our enemy units. Okay. Cool. I like these. They can get you so deep into enemy territory sometimes, and they can tie up things that people weren't expecting you to be able to tie up. So they're not something that you can take, like, that you want to, like, plan for, because your charge roll is inherently random, and you may or may not be able to get more or less models into base contact, and so it can just be weird with how you pile in and consolidate and stuff sometimes. But on the times when you've got a bunch of guys not doing anything, this is funny, because then they can just fly 6 inches. So you got like a sister here, right? So she literally moves fucking this far, dude. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's a very far range. So, anyway. It's not amazing, but it's very useful when it can screw people over. Lost to Rage is a fight phase thing. You target a Death Company unit from your army that is below starting strength and has not been selected to fight. Why the restriction there? Below starting strength, and that's, not been selected to fight's fine. The below starting strength thing's dumb. Till the end of the phase, improve the attack, strength, and armor penetration characteristic of melee weapons equipped by models in your unit by 1. And, unless your unit is within 12 inches of a friendly chaplain, until the end of the phase, they have hazardous. Attack, strength, and armor penetration. Yeah. Those are all good. Those are all very good. It has to be below starting strength. I could see this being useful sometimes. A vehicle explodes near you and it kills a guy or something like that. Or if there's if you've taken a little bit of chip damage from something, you can do this and then just kind of fly in there. So like if you expose your unit just a little bit and like something stupid can shoot at it, but not really other stuff, and they just kill like one guy or whatever the case may be. If you know that your unit's not going to get absolutely annihilated and you can have them take some damage, this is actually going to make their damage output higher. So that's pretty interesting, but I don't like the restriction. Wrathful Rampage, 1 CP. These are all 1 CP. This happens in your movement phase just after a Death Company unit from your army advances. Okay, you target that Death Company unit. Till the end of the turn, your unit is eligible to declare a charge in the turn in which it advanced. If it's within range of a chaplain, or below its starting strength until the end of the turn, it's eligible to shoot and declare a charge in the turn in which it advanced. Okay. Great. So, another advance and shoot and charge stratagem. So it's pretty good. I like it. It just sucks that it's all Death Company based. Every single one of these, except for Armor of Contempt, hits Death Company. So, I don't like this detachment based on what I'm seeing. I think... Right? This is cool. Fighting on death's annoying. It makes people not be able to charge you easily. Sticky objectives is pretty cool. It's got some cool stuff. Advancing and charging is good. Yeah. I feel like this detachment puts you into a weird box that I don't like. It makes you take Death Company, like exclusively. Taking a bunch of Death Company means you got to take a bunch of chaplains, so you're taking a bunch of chaplains and Death Company, and it's just like, I don't like it that much. But the idea is cool, so there's that. But there aren't like 2 Death Company units now. There's probably like 3 if you include the Dreadnought, and the Dreadnought could be interesting if it's rerolling wound rolls below half strength. Yeah. I just don't think this has it, personally. Let's move on to the angelic host. I don't actually know how many there are here. Upon Wings of Fire, at the end of your opponent's turn, you can select a number of Astartes jump pack units from your army, excluding units that are within engagement range. The maximum number depends on the battle. So in a strike force, it's going to be up to 2. Once you've made your selections, remove those units from the battlefield, place them into strategic reserve. In the reinforcement step of your next movement phase, set those units up using the deep strike ability. So it doesn't look like that's optional. It says in the reinforcement step of your next movement phase, set each of those units up using their deep strike ability. Like, you have to. Okay, so you get to jump stuff off the table. All your jetpack stuff. This could be very, very strong. I'm willing to bet they have a deep strike within 3 inches. Yep, I can already see it right here. So this is going to be a very annoying thing. And it's only 1 CP. You know, like 1 CP strats, things like captains that make things free. So Descent of Angels, I think, is going to come in pretty hot in this detachment, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. So you get to pick stuff up, put it into reserve, deep strike it down. So Death Company with jump packs. Sanguinary Guard. Regular Assault Marines with jump packs. Vanguard Veterans. Do they still exist? I'm pretty sure they still exist. You got a bunch of jump pack things. Yeah, this is going to be cool. So our first enhancement is the Artisan of War. Jump pack model only. Improve the armor penetration characteristic of the bearer's weapons by 1. It's not melee weapons, it's all weapons. And the save characteristic of 2+ for the dude. Okay. So your Power Fist can be AP3, basically, or your Thunderhammer. Visage of Death. Jump pack model only. In the Battle Shock step of your opponent's command phase, each enemy unit, excluding monsters and vehicles, within engagement range of the bearer must take a Battle Shock test. Cool. Yeah, that's a piece of shit. So unless it's like 5 points, fuck that. Archangel's Shard. Jump pack model only. The bearer, oh my god, this is the shit from the index. Oh, what is happening here? So, Anti-Chaos 5+ and Lance. I can't think of a reason why you would want Anti-Chaos 5+. What is the purpose of that? Someone please explain to me what the purpose of Anti-Chaos 5+ is. If you have, like, devastating wounds from, like, a Thunderhammer, but, like, why? Why are you taking this? You're already... makes my brain hurt. The Lance is cool. It should be like Lance and something else, like +1 damage. That would be dope. Damage 3 +1 a wound of Thunderhammer? Yeah. But that's what this does. So it's probably pretty cheap. If it's not, don't ever take it. Then we have Gleaming Pinions. Pinion? Yep. Jump pack model only. Once per turn, when an enemy unit ends a normal advance or fallback move within 9 inches of the bearer, if the bearer is not within engagement range of one of our enemy units, it can make a normal move up to 6. That's dumb. That's very, very, very dumb. What? They literally just get to fire and fade, basically, or whatever it's called. Phantasm. They get to just move away. So, that's very, very strong. Jump pack model only. Yeah. That seems like a pretty good strategy, or a pretty good enhancement there. Gleaming Pinions. Wow. Yeah, that's going to be really good. Reactive moves are always good. Reactive move of 6 is about as good as it gets. And sometimes, like, you just can't avoid it. Like, you just can't. So, a good example here would be, I charge into combat with something, I tear it apart, and I move and I'm within, 3 inches of some other unit. it's like not going to be able to get away from me. So even if it moves away from me, it ends its move within 9 inches of me. My unit can then move 6 inches, and it just moves behind a wall. And like bubbles it out, potentially, so that you can't actually charge through it now. That's where I usually find these to be the most annoying, is that they screw over your line of sight for stuff. Because you just don't know where they're going to go. And if you want to stop your opponent from shooting at you and doing a bunch of damage to you, it behooves you to hide, and so you don't want to like expose a bunch of stuff and then have this unit, just because you're trying to figure out where this unit might go, and be like, well, let me just see everything just so I can figure out where it goes, because then you expose too much and then you get fucked. So this is just awesome. This is super duper good. Yeah, this in the middle of the table is going to be super annoying. Moving right along. 2 are stratagems. Unbridled Ardor, something. 1 CP, any phase. You target an Adeptus Astartes unit from your army that was destroyed. Till the end of the battle, each time a friendly Sanguinary Guard unit makes an attack that targets the enemy unit that just destroyed your unit, you can reroll the hit and reroll the wound. What the fuck? What? So it's only for Sanguinary Guard, but they reroll hits and wounds for the entire game against that unit that just destroyed your unit. So you have a scout squad that scouted up and walled somebody off. Now this comes in, and you're just like, oh, I guess I just reroll hits and wounds against your unit now. Pretty good. Armored Contempt. Angel Sacrifice. 1 CP, start of the fight phase. 1 Adeptus Astartes jump pack unit from your army until the end of the phase. Each time an enemy model within engagement range of your unit selects its targets, it must select your unit as the target of all of its attacks. Okay, so let's just read this again. Until the end of the phase, each time an enemy model within engagement range of your unit selects its targets. Okay. This is worded differently than the Sisters of Battle one. Because the Sisters of Battle one says, each time an enemy unit within engagement range of your unit makes its attacks, like, those models must attack that unit. It doesn't say models within engagement range, it says units. And so this one is a little bit different. So this only affects the models within engagement range of your unit. Still really good. You can just fly a unit of stuff in there, and you just make this so that your opponent can't really fight in and kill the thing that matters. You force them to attack the unit that doesn't matter, like some sort of jump pack intercessors or something like that. So bring them along and have them die instead. You could probably use this on the Sanguinor as well. And he's funny because he just like teleports out of the sky into combat with you and has fights first. So he'd come down, fight first, kill some guys, and then you force them to attack him instead of some other unit. So that's hilarious because he can do that out of the sky. Yeah, that seems really good. That seems hilariously good, actually. Well, I'm not sure how many points he is, but literally, like, you charge me, I'm like, cool. His ability is that I come in out of the sky. I come in, I'm in base contact with you. I'm going to use Angel Sacrifice because it's at the start of the fight phase when you do it. I get to swing first. I swing first. Your turn. Everything has to target him. He dies. And the thing that you charged doesn't die. That's pretty good. And then I swing and kill in with my thing that you charge in with. So I think this is a pretty good stratagem, actually. Pretty fucking good. Martial Exemplars. This is in the fight phase. Target a jump pack unit that has not been selected to fight. Till the end of the phase, you gain lethal hits and precision. Okay. Precision in combat is infinitely better than precision in shooting, so fine. Lethal hits, it'll come into play sometimes, especially on things like the Sanguinary Guard, the new ones. I don't think that they have like crazy high strength, so this will be nice just to have lethal hits against those targets that are like knights and land raiders and big shit like that. The precision though, pretty cool. If it gives it to the whole unit, you can definitely snipe out some characters that way. Can you just allocate the wounds to them first, then the rest just go on the unit anyway, so it's not like you're losing damage. Yeah, I like that one. This is great. This is really great. This is also really good. This is hilarious. So far, so good. This detachment is looking pretty good. Pretty fucking good. I wish this was a little bit more. I wish it was 3 instead of 2 for picking up units as your detachment rule, but this enhancement is outrageously good. These 4 stratagems are outrageously good, and we're going to go to the next one, which is, it's really good. It's a 1 CP deep strike within 3 inches. It's a jump pack unit only. Can't charge if you do it. Who gives a shit? It's 1 CP to get 5 points, usually, or 4 points, depending on the secondary. Yeah. Death from the Skies. Your charge phase, you target an adept to start a jump back unit from your army that advanced or fell back. Till the end of the turn, your unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which it advanced or fell back. Doesn't work for shooting. No. Why do they do this? What? Read that again, guys, and tell me why that doesn't work. Do these people that write the codexes play the game? That's a rhetorical question. Because the answer is fucking no. Happens in your charge phase, so you've already moved past your shooting phase when you would have been able to shoot. So, it doesn't actually work. It does let you charge, but it doesn't let you shoot. So, who cares? I know I'm just complaining. But that's my specialty. So, this is very good, though. Advance and charge, that's really all you care about. You're not really going for the advance and shoot. You're going for the advance and charge because you want to do your ABCs, baby. So, yeah. Every single one of these is good. This is the best detachment, probably. And I don't even know what the last one is, or if there's more than that. 2 of your units get a jump off the table and come down. You can have an entire army of deep striking stuff if you want, like jump pack stuff. Are Inceptors jump pack? I'm pretty sure Inceptors have jump packs. So, yeah, just everything with jump packs, and you have reroll hits and wounds with your Sanguinary Guard against some really cool unit. Armor Contempt, great. What's this one again? Oh, yeah, the Angel Sacrifice, where you force someone to attack a specific unit. Dude, that is so good. That's, like, almost better than Fights First. This is the worst one, and it's still great. Getting lethal hits and precision for 1 CP, pretty good. Deep Strike within 3 for 1, or for free if you're taking a captain with the unit. Yeah, Death from the Sky, Advance and Charge. This is really good. This is really, really good. Yeah. That's really good. This is a really good detachment here. Angelic Host, I like the most. That's it. Alright, we're going on to the data sheets now. So, thankfully this is a little bit shorter. Oh, you know, something I forgot to mention in the beginning, so I'll just mention it now. I am establishing a second channel, so it's probably linked in the description. It's called The Power Fisters. It's a great name, I know. Thank you very much. So if you guys want to check that out, we have like podcasts that we're going to be doing on there, video game let's plays, stuff like that. Stuff that's a little bit different than this kind of content that goes into like strategy and that sort of stuff, and battle reports and that kind of stuff. So I wanted to separate those things. So go check it out. If it's not established yet, you'll get notifications when it is. So, Dante, first guy. He's moving 12, toughness 4, 2 up, 4 up, 6 wounds, leadership 6, OC 1. Got a 4-pin vuln. Deep strikes, he leads. His weapon is the same, I think. It's a Melta pistol with sustained hits D3. It's 1 shot, strength 9, AP 4, D6 damage. It's a Melta-gun, not a multi-Melta. It's a Melta-gun. The Axe Mortalis has lethal hits with 8 attacks, strength 8, AP 3, and 2 damage, with hitting on 2s. He can be attached to Assault Intercessors with Jump Pack, Sanguinary Guard, and Vanguard Veterans. He's pretty good. He does have grenades as well. Not sure how many points he is at the time of recording, because that is all going to change very soon. While he's leading a unit. Add one of the advance and charge rolls made for that unit. And each time a model in that unit makes an attack, add one of the hit roll. So if he's combining himself with some sort of unit, and then that unit is advancing and charging, they're moving really damn fast. They're moving a minimum of 14 inches, and then they can advance, or then they can charge. Yeah, so pretty cool. And then Death Mask of Sanguinius. At the start of the fight phase, each enemy unit within 6 inches takes a battle shock test at -1. The fact it's at -1 makes it a little bit more impactful, and it being within 6 inches is okay. I just hate it. I hate battle shock abilities. Get rid of battle shock. The Sanguinor is next. The Sanguinor is really cool. Hopefully he comes down a little eensy-beensy wit in points, because he's a little bit too many. But, moves 12. Toughness 4, with a 2 up, 4 up. 7 wounds, leadership 6, OC 1. So he didn't change, it doesn't look like. He's got a devastating wound sword. It's got 8 attacks, strength 6, AP 3, and 2 damage.
He has fights first, lone op, and deep strike, and then he does this special thing. Like I said, once per battle. At the end of your opponent's charge phase, if he's in reserves, you can set him up on the battlefield within engagement range of the enemy unit that charged. Pretty hilarious. And then he has, while a friendly adepts to start his unit is within 6, you can reroll Battle Shock and Leadership Test taken for that unit. So you care about Battle Shock even less, so it's even less impactful. Get it out of the game. Chief Librarian Mephiston. This guy went nutty, I heard. He got nutty, Bo Buddy. He is moving 7 inches. He's toughness 5. He's got a 2-up and a 5-up invuln. 6 wounds, leadership 6, OC of 1. But he's got a feel no pain 4-up. That's doubling his number of wounds. So he's basically got 12 wounds. That's pretty nuts. He has fights first, and he has lone operatives. So ha, that's awesome. I love this guy. So he's got Fury of the Ancients for his ranged weapon. I'll go over his abilities in a second. But he's got Fury of the Ancients. It's a pistol that's psychic and has sustained 1. It's going to be strength 5, AP 2, and D3 damage because that's what you're going to do with it. And it gets sustained 3 if you do that. And then he also has a plasma pistol. And it's the same stuff as always. It's a hazardous plasma pistol thing. Fine. In combat, he's got lethal hits, and it's a psychic weapon with 6 attacks, strength 9, AP 3, and D3 damage. So pretty good in combat. The D3 damage is a little weird, but AP 3 at strength 9. This guy will slap you in the face. He's eligible to declare a charge in a turn in which he advanced. So you can have some unit charging up, advancing, having a strat on them for advance and charge, and then he can go up with them and do his own thing with advance and charge. Sorry, I keep shaking my camera there. Yeah, so he's awesome. And then he has the Transfixing Gaze. While an enemy unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time that unit is selected to fall back, it must take a leadership test. If it's failed, they must remain stationary. So I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. This wins games. Straight up, dude. This wins games. Because if you fail that Battle Shock test, and it's on a unit that's important, like if I'm in combat with a bunch of stuff, I charge you with like a unit, and Mephiston gets in there too, and you can't fall back from that unit, you just lose sometimes, because that unit kills you in your turn, it's my turn again, I'm free to then move it up, charge something else, potentially do the same thing, it just loses you games. So, that's annoying. It's annoying that he has an I can lose you the game ability. So that's great. I think he's like 150 points or something. He's pretty expensive, but I mean he's got 12 wounds basically because he's got a 4-up feel no pain. So, yeah, pretty cool. He slaps pretty hard. He's got some nice shooting as well. Oh, it's 3 attacks with sustained hits. 3. Okay, I misread that. So his psychic weapon, that's a pistol by the way, is 3 shots if you overcharge it. Strength 5, AP 2, D3 damage. Sustained 3. So 50% chance that you proc that when you shoot. So he's pretty hilarious. He also has grenades. This guy does not have grenades. The Sanguinor does not have grenades, in case anyone was wondering. So that's Mephiston. Let's keep going here. Nobody has Death Company, right? Nope. This guy can't attach to anything. Cool. Astorath. Ow. He does not have it either. He can be attached to Death Company Marine jump packs, but he does not have the Death Company keyword. He does have the Chaplain keyword, though. He's Deep Strike. He's got 6 attacks, strength 7, AP 3, damage 2. He's got a 4-up invuln, 5 wounds, moves 12 inches. He's got leadership 5, because he's the chappy dappy. Deep Strikes, I think I said that. Redeemer of the Lost, while he's leading a unit, each time a model unit is destroyed by a melee attack, 4-up they fight back. Each time this model makes a charge move until the end of the turn, melee weapons equipped by this model have devastating wounds. Okay, if it was the unit... Yeah. Wait. Has it always been like that? Lamarty's was still better before the Codex came out, probably, so. Astorath, though. Dev wounds when you charge. The fuck? It's every time? It's not like once a game? That seems good. Astorath, okay. Lamarty's. Does the same thing, probably. 6 of Feel No Pain. Deep Strike. He can go with Jump Pack guys. He's got grenades. He does not. He is not Death Company. Who the fuck is going to be Death Company?
So, while this model is leading a unit, each time an attack is allocated, subtract 1 from the damage. Yep, they gain lethal hits. Yep. Alright, so he didn't really change. He's got a lethal hit, Crozius Arcanum. 5 attacks, strength 6, AP 2, 2 damage. Okay. Blood Angel's Captain. Imager character, he does not have the special keyword. You can use stratagems for 0 CP. Once per battle at the start of the fight phase, you can use the ability, add 3 to the attack's characteristic of melee weapons and against devastating. Yeah. So that was the sustained 3 enhancement. That could become real good. Because that's going to put him to 9 attacks with a relic weapon, 8 attacks with a power fist. So that seems pretty good. Pretty good. He can have Inferno Pistol, he can have Power Fist, or a relic weapon. He can basically lead the same kind of tactical stuff that you would expect. He's not really any different than a regular captain, I don't think. 5 wounds, 3 up, 4 up, move 6, leadership 6, OC 1. Yeah. Alright, he has grenades. Cool. Death Company Captain. Well, I figured out which guy is going to have the Death Company keyword. It's this guy. What do these do? Forlorn Hero, while this model is leading a unit, unless that unit starts the battle in a transport, they have the scout 6 inches, okay. So he can't... Okay. This is so stupid that they separate them. Yeah. Are these the same? Black Rage, Chaplain stuff. Alright, so each time this model makes a melee attack, you can reroll a hit roll, while this model's unit, is not within 12 inches of friendly Chaplain. It cannot be selected to fall back and has an OC of 0. So, he's a captain basically in every way. 3 up, 4 up with 5 wounds, leadership 6, 1 OC. The Death Company captain is the same, he just moves 12, but he's got 5 wounds, 3 up, 4 up, leadership 6, 1 OC. They both have Feel No Pain 6 up. This guy has Deep Strike because he is the jump pack boy. His bolt pistol can be a hand flamer, which is cool. His chainsword can be a power fist, which is what you're going to do. What does he do here? So the chaplain thing is the same, so if he and his unit is not within 12 of a chaplain, they are OC 0 and can't fall back. While he's leading the unit, melee weapons equipped by models in the unit have sustained hits 1. That's great. I like that. Sustained hits 1 is great, because you're going to have both at the moment, so you're going to be able to reroll hits against something. If this model is destroyed by a melee attack after the attacking unit has finished making its attacks, you can roll a d6, adding 2 to the result. If the attacking unit contains the enemy warlord on a 2 to 3, the enemy unit suffers d3 more wounds. On a 4 to 5, they suffer 3. On a 6, they suffer d3 plus 3. Okay. Cool. So, yeah. Same deal here for this guy. He gives you Scout 6, this guy gives you sustained hits. Interesting. I think I like jump packs more than Scouting 6. Sanguinary Priests, they give the unit they're leading a 5-up Feel No Pain. And then they give the unit they're equipped to +1 AP. That's pretty good. I'm interested to know how many points these guys are. They've got an Absolver, Bolt Pistol, Fine, Stardy's Chainsword with 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Can be attached to basically non-jump pack guys, so Assault Intercessors, Desolation, Devastators, Hellblasters, and Furnace, Intercessors, Tactical Squads, Stern Guard Veteran Squads. And you can attach him to units even if a Captain or Chapter Master or Lieutenant is already attached. Okay. Sanguinary Guard. These are new. They got a new model. And I hope they're better, because right now, they are fucking garbage. So they move 12, they're toughness 4 with a 2 up, 4 up, and 3 wounds. Yeah, okay, so that was the change they got, is that they're 3 wounds now. Leadership 6, OC 1. Can take Inferno pistols, looks like. Angelus bolt guns, which are just a 2-shot bolt gun. It's a pistol. And Carmine Blade is 4 attacks, it's strength 6, AP 3. Ooh, baby. AP 3 and 2 damage. Or you can take the Spear, which is Lance, with 3 attacks, though. Strength 6, AP 2, and 2 damage. That's a pretty well-rounded melee option. The Lance with less attacks and less AP. That's a pretty hard choice. I'd have to sit down and do the math there. But most likely the 4 attacks with the higher AP is probably better. Alright, so each time they make a melee attack, each time a melee attack targets them, subtract 1 from the hit roll. And then Errors of Ascalon? Nailed it. While a character model is leading this unit each time a melee attack targets this unit, subtract 1 from the wound roll, so it's only a melee attack. That's kind of a bummer. You can get a sanguinary banner, adds 1 to their objective control. All metals in the unit can have their uncommon blade replaced with a spear. So the spear is the thing with the lance with only 3 attacks. And then 1 dude's bolt gun could be an inferno pistol. Okay, so they can't all take it anymore. 1 guy can have a banner. If a captain from your army with the leader ability could be attached to assault intercessors with jump packs and be attached to this unit instead. Okay. So grenades, jump pack guys. You know, all right. Yeah. Subtract 1 from hit rolls. Subtract 1 from wound rolls. They have a 4-up invuln. They've got a 2-up save. Yeah, they're gonna be pretty tanky now. If there's a sanguinary priest with a jump pack, then you're gonna want to attach it to these guys, for sure. Death Company Marines with bolt rifles. So they're just Marines. They have the same profile as a Marine. What are they equipped with? They are equipped with bolt pistols, bolt rifles, and close combat weapons. Okay. They have Black Rage, so the whole chaplain thing, and you're OC0 and can't fall back. Visions of Heresy, once per turn, you can target this unit with the Fire, Overwatch, or Heroic Intervention stratagem for 0 to P when resolving the attacks. Each time a model unit makes a ranged attack, you can reroll the hit roll, and you can reroll the charge roll made for this unit, whichever applies. Gotcha. So if you're doing a Heroic Intervention, you reroll the charge. If you're making a Overwatch shooting, you reroll the hit. Okay. So let's see what they can take here. Not anything useful. So that's terrible unit. Cool. Cool. Death Company Marines, huh? So 1 guy can take 1 of these, Hand Flamer, Inferno Pistol, something. 2 out of 10 can have an Eviscerator, which is going to be Strength 7, AP 2, 2 damage, hitting on 4s, with sustained hit to 1. Seriously? Okay. 1 dude can have a Thunder Hammer. 1. Attached unit. If a chaplain model from your army can be attached to intercessor, it can be attached to these. Yep. Nah. Death Company Marines. Didn't we just see these? Death Company Marines with bolt rifles. Sorry. How could I fuck that up? Same deal. They're the same stat line. What can they take, though? What do they got? So they have heavy bolt pistols and Astartes chain swords. Okay. They have the Black Rage things. Cool. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack, the attack has sustained hits 1 if they're below starting strength, or sustained hits 2 if they're below half strength. Then you could be rerolling 1s to wound, or all wounds if you're taking all Death Company stuff. Woo, cool. So, what do they got here? 1 model's heavy bolt pistol can be one of those pistols. For every 5, you can take an Eviscerator. That's the same as these guys, right? For every 5, you can take 1 Eviscerator. And then 1 guy can take a Power Fist Thunder Hammer or something. Kind of underwhelming, although I do like the sustained ability. That probably pairs pretty nicely with reroll 1s to wound and reroll all wounds. So I can see that being pretty good, actually. If these units start taking some damage but not getting fully killed, I can see Death Company Marines really chopping some shit up. Jump Pack Death Company guys. What do they got? So they're still, same deal with the Feel No Pain 6-up, and these guys have the Deep Strike. They've got the same Black Rage ability with the Chaplains needing to be nearby. They reroll charge rolls. They used to reroll hits for just everything. Shooting, combat, everything. They don't do that anymore, it looks like, which is fine. For every 5 models in the unit, 1 model's heavy bolt pistol and a Astartes chainsaw can be replaced with one of the following. So, an Inferno pistol and some other combat weapon, a Hand Flamer and some other combat weapon. For every 5, 1 model's heavy bolt pistol can be replaced with a plasma pistol. For every 5, 1 model's Astartes chainsword can be replaced with an Eviscerator. 1 model's Astartes chainsword can be replaced with one of these. Okay, so for every 5, plasma pistol, sure. For every 5, we have an Eviscerator. So let's take 10 guys in the unit, we have 2 Eviscerators. 1 dude's chainsword can be a Power Fist. So now we have 3 Power Fists, basically. For the other 2 dudes, we get another 2 that have some kind of pistol and another Power Fist. So you can get 3 Power Fists, 2 Eviscerators, a bunch of pistols, and a partridge in a pear tree. Not rerolling hits, not having all the Power Fist anymore. How many attacks do they have with the Power Fist? Just 3? They don't have lethal hits anymore. Yeah, they seem worse, don't they? Sure do. I don't know. They seem fine. I mean, you're getting 5 power weapons. You know, Eviscerator's hitting on 4s. That's fucking garbage, dude. But both of the moment target, you know, with sustained 1. It's not bad. Okay, so that definitely changed. And I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I like it. Death Company Dread. This is different. Moves 8, toughness 10, 2-up save, 12 wounds instead of 9? Yeah, something like that. Leadership 6 and OC 4. It's got the same weapons as a Brutalis Dreadnought. In fact, pretty sure it's just a Brutalis Dreadnought. Combat looks to be the same. So, Strength 12, AP 2, flat 3 damage, but twin linked in combat. That's what you're going to give it. And then it has like a multi-melta. Yeah, twin multi-melta in its chest. So, twin linked multi-melta there. Deadly Demise, Feel No Pain 6+, because it's one of those dreadnoughts. Has Black Rage, the whole Chaplain Be Within 12 thing. Driven by Fury in your opponent's shooting phase. Each time an enemy unit has shot, if this model is hit by one or more of the attacks, it can make a Driven by Fury move. To do so, roll a d6, adding 2 to the result. This model moves a number of inches up to the result, but must finish this move as close as possible to the closest enemy unit. A model cannot make a Driven by Fury move while it is battle shocked or within engagement range of one or more enemy units, and can only make one Fury phase move thing. Okay. Per phase. It cannot end within engagement range. So, that's something to note, because some of this shit can, some of it can't, you know. This one can't. They're just never the same. Why can't you make it the same? Make it the same. Just make it the fucking same. Ball Predator is going to be next. It's toughness 10 with 11 wounds. Moves 12, so it's pretty quick. OC 3. This thing's OC 4. Deadly Demise, of course. It can reroll advance rolls. Rerolls advance rolls. Bellstorm Flamer. It's one of the flamers from a Land Raider. Just has one of them, and it shoots further. Shoots 18 inches. Assault, ignores cover, and Torrent. The Heavy Bolter. This one has Assault. Sustained hits 1. Heavy Flamer. It also has Assault. So everything has Assault, except for the Hunter Killer Missile and the Storm Bolter. Twin Assault Cannon also has Assault, but you would never take that over this Flamer. That's a joke. It's a joke that it's even a fucking choice. So, yeah. Basically, it's going to have a bunch of heavy flamers on it, and the flamer on top. Sometimes you'll probably give it the bolters, just depends. Yeah, these are good. These are good. You can reroll advance rolls made for it. Okay, so it's quick too, because it's going to be moving 12 plus a rerollable advance, because it has assault on everything. So, I like these. I think they're great. I think they're great, and they're a great Overwatch target, and they're like 110 points or something stupid. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. So the only thing that I saw here, I think that's it. That's it. That's the end of the Codex. That looks very 80s. Like this is an 80s metal band, like, album cover right here. So, very awesome looking, but very dated for sure. No one's gonna deny that. Yeah, so, the Death Company got way fucking worse. The Sanguinary Guard are awesome. So my favorite units here are going to be the Ball Predator, Sanguinary Guard, and that's pretty much it. Ashtorath is funny. Death Company Marines with jump packs. See, now I'm interested with that, because he gives them devastating wounds. So you can take him with those guys, wherever they went. Gives them devastating wounds on all of those those power fists and stuff. That could be pretty nasty. Plus all of the other close combat weapons that they have would just gain dev wounds. If there's a way for them to reroll wound rolls, there's not, I don't think. The only way to reroll wound rolls would be with the Sanguinary Guard. But considering that as well, now that I think about it, the reroll with the Sanguinary, the jumpy off the table thing, the angelic detachment, being able to reroll hits and wounds from these dudes, really good. You don't need the lance at that point. You definitely do not need lance at that point. So, yeah, Sanguinary Guard are going to be the thing you see pretty regularly, if I were to guess. The Death Company guys, Just not so sure. Just not so sure. I can definitely see you taking a jump pack captain from the Space Marine Codex, putting him with Sanguinary Guard, because anybody that can attach to jump assault intercessors can attach to these guys. So that's going to be real nice to see. Yeah, they're going to be moving around all stupid-like. He's going to be getting extra attacks once a game. Rerolling all hits and wounds and stuff. Yeah, there's some cool stuff in here. Definitely not the best codex that I've ever seen. Lamarde's is also still very good. Giving the -1 damage to a unit of guys with jump packs. That's awesome. They don't hit nearly as hard as they used to. They're going to have lethal hits, which is nice. So they're going to retain that. But that's pretty much all that they got. They didn't really get much else. What was their ability? You can reroll. Nope, that's the wrong one. Yeah, reroll charge rolls. So they get to reroll charge rolls. They'll gain lethal hits, and then something else. But I think one of the better armies that I would probably see will just be Sanguinary Guard. Like, Sanguinary Guard with Assault Intercessors with jump packs. This guy. So these two guys. Does he have the jump pack keyword? No, he does not. But yeah, these two guys together. Inceptors, the things that come down with the bolt guns. You're going to see those as well, because you can pick them up off the table and bring it back down within 3 inches, because they just do that. Oh, that's so good. What? That's so good, because then you don't even need to use a stratagem for that. They can just come up off the table and deep strike within 3 inches every single turn for the entire game. That's awesome. Very cool. Sanguinor coming in hot. Yeah, so basically, this detachment is the best one. You're going to take the unit of Sanguinary Guard, Assault Intercessors with jump packs, probably some other stuff here and there, some characters, and these are all good. So this is good. Being able to make a normal move, really, really good. That's probably your best one and the only one you really need to spend points on. Angel Sacrifice, really good, because somebody tries to charge you and you're just like, hey, Sanguinor out of nowhere. Angel Sacrifice, die. Being able to deep strike things within 3 inches if you need to, other than your dudes you're going to have down. That's awesome. Getting the lethal hits or precision. That's awesome as well. Getting reroll hits and wounds all game against a certain unit when you're going to have 3 units of Sanguinary Guard, or maybe 2, who knows. But when you have multiple units of them, that seems really good for them. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is a really good detachment. I do still like the original one. I don't like the Lost Brethren. Nah. I do like the Liberator Assault Group. There's only 3. 1, 2, 3? No. There's only 3? Yeah, I guess there's only 3, huh? Okay. So, yeah, this one's the best. The Angelic Host is probably the best one, because they're just all so good, those enhancements. This is a close second, though. A lot of the stuff in here is really good. And the ability is just straight great. +2 to your strength and +1 attacks. You just tear shit apart. Problem is, like, you lost some stuff, so, like, you lost your Death Company, that really helps with. But you gained really good Sanguinary Guard. So your Sanguinary Guard with the regular weapon is going to be Strength 8 with 5 attacks. So, you tell me. You tell me. I don't think you're going to need other stuff. They can advance and charge, because everything has one of those. Yeah, very good. Sustained hits 3 is really good. Get fights first on them once again. That's hilarious on the Sanguinary Guard. Yeah, so there's some good stuff in here for sure. It's not the best codex that I've ever seen, but it's very, very strong. It is on theme for the releases, where the Blood Angels Codex is amazing compared to the Inquisitorial Agents Codex, which is a fucking dumpster fire. I don't even think I'm going to review that. That's how little I give a shit about it. But I might. Who knows? Who knows? I'm very indecisive sometimes, so. I think that's going to do it, though, for this one. This Codex review. Overall, I think the Codex is really good. I think that it has some pretty good stuff going on. I think this detachment, it's got 2 very good detachments, for sure. So, I guess we'll see how people perform with them. And we'll see if these detachments are worth taking over some of the Space Marine Index or Space Marine Codex detachments. So, Yeah, I think that's going to do it here. If you guys liked the video, make sure to thunderhammer that like button very hard. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Hit Nurgle's bell icon. Check out all of our other videos as well. There's a whole bunch of them out there. And then, yeah, check out our other channel as well. It's called Power Fisters, The Power Fisters. Link down below. The channel may not be established yet, but never hurts to subscribe early, right? Thank you again very much for watching, my dear little scientists. If you guys enjoyed the video, do all the YouTube pleasantries, and I will see you black raging motherfuckers in the next video.